Ablaikhan, ZHUSSUPOV. Your judges are from Zimbabwe, Kyrgyzstan, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Serbia and China.
Here it is, 27-year-old Sarkhan ALIYEV of Azerbaijan, the tournament number 7 seed. In the round of 16, he beat Artur Weissler on a unanimous point decision verdict. Very impressive display of efficient punch picking and movement. There was a rally launch by the Latvian in the third and final round, but he dealt with it well. His opponent is Ablaikhan ZHUSSUPOV, the reigning Asian champion, having taken gold in Thailand, and he's already earned 3 World Championship bronzes as the tournament number 2 seed in 2017, 2019 and 2021. Those were down at welterweight, and in the round of 16 he beat Alexander Radzianov on a clean sweep of the cards.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. The second semi-final in the 71 kilogram light middleweight division is between boxers from Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan, and the man who is seeking to be the aggressor on the front foot is Sarkhan ALIYEV. He's already been a bronze medalist on the World Championship stage, having ascended to the podium in Belgrade 2021 at 71 kilograms. So the last World Championships, he lost to Nishant Dev in the preliminary rounds. Nishant Dev went on to take a bronze. The man operating out of the southpaw stance, wearing blue, who's just scored with a wonderful left cross, is Ablaikhan ZHUSSUPOV, 3-time World Championship bronze medalist already, 2016 Olympian, and a man who has won everything there is to win as a youth. I was ringside at the second edition of the Youth Olympic Games in 2014 to commentate on his triumph there. The same year he won World Championship Youth Gold. So that's the first time I saw him. Back in 2014, some 11 years ago, and here he is, having long since made the transition from youth superstar to one of the best boxers in the world, seeking a return to the World Championship podium for the 4th time. Rather untidy takedown, sees both men take a trip to the canvas. So neither man finding their range with any consistency through this point of the contest. There's a beautiful left cross, just as I say that, measured and landed by ZHUSSUPOV. Hard left hand slung into the body, or at least attempted by ZHUSSUPOV. Sarkhan ALIYEV going in search of the overhand right. Some of the action from the first round. Clean sweep of the cards for ZHUSSUPOV.
Seconds out. Round 2.
So we move into the second round. Left cross attempted through the middle. And to this point in the round, neither man has really found their timing or their judgment of distance. That's what they're working for, that's what they're thinking towards trying to achieve. Right hand to the body from ALIYEV is countered by a whiplash roundhouse left from ZHUSSUPOV, and then he lands a hard left hand to the body, which I think may have brought about a reaction from ALIYEV. He's going in search of right hands over the top. But again, all or nothing attacks being launched offensively, particularly from ALIYEV, and when he misses, he ends up either going long or off balance. Spinning away from the incoming fire from the right hand is ZHUSSUPOV. Again, there's an example. Shot goes over the shoulder, and ALIYEV winds up employing a headlock, which sees his feet come off the ground. Heads coming together between the orthodox and southpaw as a thudding body shot was landed. Not quite sure whether it strayed into illegal punch territory from ZHUSSUPOV. Plenty of support in the house for ZHUSSUPOV, who's in search of a southpaw left, and for the second time in the last 20 seconds or so, ALIYEV's feet leaving the canvas. Wonderful southpaw jab from ZHUSSUPOV. Cuffing right hand out of the corner while spinning off the line from ZHUSSUPOV. Air of desperation about that left hand slung in from ALIYEV. Trying to close the gap on quick feet, going for a left hook to the body, but ends up meeting the forearm of ZHUSSUPOV. Rather untidy through phases of this second round, this one. Well, the first round scored unanimously in favor of ZHUSSUPOV, and the second round was very similar for my money. Here's a wonderful counter left hand. ALIYEV landed with the cuffing right.
Seconds out. Your third and final round.
So the score's not available from the second round at this juncture, but I would be stunned if it wasn't a round in favor of ZHUSSUPOV. Sarkhan ALIYEV has got 3 minutes to try and produce something dramatic and different here, because he must have conceded the opening 2 rounds. The first one unanimously. Hasn't been able to find his distance tonight. Hasn't really looked to use the left jab to set things up. See, it's a left hook followed by a right hand, and ZHUSSUPOV has already ghosted away. That's an overhand right, that's a scoring shot, but it's landed incorrectly with the inside part of the glove, rendering it a slap rather than a legal scoring punch. Nice right jab out of the corner. And again, ALIYEV remaining fully committed to the cause here. He's not stopped going for it, but he's not really been able to measure his man. Everything seems to be reliant on landing that overhand right, which is going to be very difficult. And look at that, practically chasing after his man, his hands windmilling from his shoulders. But a man who moves as effectively and possessed of such terrific reflexes as ZHUSSUPOV, in all likelihood, isn't going to be caught by a single overhand right that isn't set up by something different. Even by way of decoy or distraction, a left jab could come in, touch the man to the body, do something different. There's a wonderful left-hand lead from ZHUSSUPOV, spinning off the line and then feeding ALIYEV a darting jab. ALIYEV trying to quicken his feet, but ZHUSSUPOV up on his toes. Very difficult to get him to stand still, and he's pot-shotting his way to point-scoring successes here. And ALIYEV, well, he's not quite chasing shadows, but he's not managed to land any significant offense. And again, all of his store being put into that right hand over the top and left hook to the body. There was a semblance of a jab before a right hand from ALIYEV. It's a right hand, left hook all the time. And again, it's going to be very difficult to catch a boxer possessed of these qualities that ZHUSSUPOV has in his repertoire, as he scores with a spearing lead left right down the pipe. But a very difficult mission for Sarkhan ALIYEV, and he's never really been able to get to grips with his judgment of distance or his timing tonight. And that can happen sometimes, and of course the man in blue had a lot to do with that. So a very good display indeed, economical from ZHUSSUPOV. And despite this man's best efforts, just not able to close the gap or catch up with the man from Kazakhstan on a consistent basis. Two seeded boxers battling for a place in the final four, and it's the number 2 seed who, for my money, has got the better of the number 7 seed from Azerbaijan.
Ladies and gentlemen, on ring B, your winner by unanimous decision. In the blue corner from Kazakhstan, Ablaikhan ZHUSSUPOV.
So Ablaikhan ZHUSSUPOV, a unanimous points decision winner, taking all but one of the rounds over the, taking all but one of the tallies over the 3 completed rounds. Spirited effort produced by Sarkhan ALIYEV, but the number 7 seed never able to get to grips with the movement or the dynamism of the number 2 seed, Ablaikhan ZHUSSUPOV. And he goes through to the semi-finals.